What's up, chosen ones? This is your man Steve H coming back at you, man, with another video. Um, Man, it was on my mind, these California fires, man. Um, how many of y'all think these fires may have been set uh on purpose? How many of y'all think about what it means for the people who live in LA who got burnt out? And how many people listen to the news long enough and thorough enough to realize that these insurance companies canceled a whole lot of those people's fire insurance like 2 months before the fires happened? Coincidence? I don't know, maybe. Or was it a coincidence that the fire hydrants were dry, the water lines were dry? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that a lot of people lost their lives. I'm sorry, not their lives, their livelihood. A lot of people lost their businesses and their homes, and a lot of people are hurting right now because of those fires. So, is there a plan in place? I don't know. Is somebody looking to maybe buy up all that land and, make something different of it, turn it into something they want it to be? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I tend to think that there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, we have to realize that these people, these elites, the 1%, the ultra rich, that they don't give a damn about us. We need to realize that they're about their agendas. They're about making their money and having control over society. And whatever they do, this is towards that purpose. They want control over this society. They want an oligarchy, which means the rich rule and the poor do whatever the rich tell them to do. Uh, I see a big change coming in America. I do. I see a big change coming, and it's not going to be pretty for a lot of us. It's just not. Uh, Powers that be are determined to have things their way. They're determined to rule with an iron fist, and they're working on making that a reality while we're being, you know, weakened, and we're being led down the path of pleasure, drugs, alcohol, illicit sex. Uh, we're being led down the path that'll weaken us and that'll make us less able to resist. We're being led down a path that's going to ruin us. Uh, and only by the grace of God will we be able to get through these things and have a decent life. Uh, I'm no magician, and I'm not a, predictor of future events. But I can tell you what, though, I feel the change coming, and there's going to be some things that go on in Trump's America that are. I don't see anything really good for the common man. I really don't. Um, could I be wrong? Sure, but probably not. Uh, we need to, first of all, depend on God and learn how to come together and work together and resist these powers that be. That's going to be necessary. Otherwise, we'll get steamrolled. We'll get rolled over like we don't even exist. We really need to reflect on what's going on in society, in the world, in our personal lives. We need to reflect on that because there's a lot of things happening in the world today. And y'all that know me know I believe in the Bible, and the word says that in the last days it'll be perilous times. It says men will be lovers of themselves instead of lovers of God. Men will be lovers of pleasure instead of lovers of God. Um, and I can't say I'm exempt from that. Because being human and going through the stuff we go through, we tend to try to feel good, of course. We tend to try to escape from harsh realities, of course. But and God understands what we go through. He sees our hearts. But at some point, we have to get serious, and we have to really make it our priority to be better people and to get closer to God and to be willing to work towards a better future for ourselves and our families, for our communities, because they have a lot of advantage with having, the president of Congress, and he's putting all of his people in place. And they have a lot of advantages, but at the same time, we don't give up. We don't give up. We need to work on personal growth within our families, growth within our communities, growth within society, because they want to stunt that growth. They want to keep us down and keep us hurting, keep us locked up, keep us on drugs. They want to keep us with their foot on our necks. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. So hopefully, man, you guys, we get it together, man. And that's myself included, man. I have issues I'm dealing with right now, and it's time for me to be strong. Period. Uh, it's also time for you to be strong, chosen ones. It's time to get away from people that don't mean you no good. It's time to get away from people that don't fit in to your plans. It's time to get away from people that are going to hinder your progress instead of help your progress. And that's not always an easy thing, but it has to be done. And when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to me because I have those issues, of course. Um, so I'm working on some stuff, and I'm hopefully you all are working on some stuff too. And by the grace of God, we'll get through it, and it'll get better and not worse. Or even if it does get worse through no fault of our own, we'll be strong enough and brave enough to get through it. So, with that, if this resonates with you, uh, I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully, we'll make things better as much as we can with the help and grace of Almighty God. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.